Hello my Faes and friends, welcome back for day 6 of the Fae Movement Field Guide. We only have one day left, and I can't believe you're still here with me. Now that we've had a full 5 days of going inward, getting curious about yourself, I think it's time to talk about the most important detail that we've been working up to this point. We need to get comfortable with the fact, it is a true fact, that each and every one of us plays a very dire role in this world. There is somebody that has been praying for somebody like you, for the magic that you hold, somebody that's been wishing for somebody like you to come into their life so they can understand themselves deeper, shift their perspective. And I don't think we realize how much impact we have on the people around us. This doesn't even need to equate to social media or these big platforms that are among us now. Sometimes being truly seen and witnessed can bring up a lot of fear for us. So I am going to challenge you to be seen, to share an honest piece of yourself with the world, however that may be. Maybe it's just sharing a story with a friend. It could be posting on social media if that's something that you've been trying to work towards. It could just be sharing a piece of writing or your art in some fashion. You also don't have to get up right now and go force this, but just keeping it in mind for when that opportunity arises, when it becomes organic for you and you see, wow, actually, I think this is my moment and I'm gonna step into more of myself. And most important, don't overthink it. If you're overthinking it, that's not you. That's just part of the fear, and it's totally natural. And with that, we can move on to the field notes for day 6. The first one is, what fears arise when I allow myself to be visible? And that could mean when somebody notices you, maybe you're at a social gathering, maybe you want to post on social media, but you're afraid of what people are going to think. I think for me, most often than not, I'm concerned about offending somebody or saying the wrong thing, or what I'm saying not coming across exactly how I want it to be felt. Sometimes I have gotten some rude and nasty comments before on social media, so that is a fear of mine. I don't like seeing those. Even if it's some random bot or someone, anyone that's doing that it's really a waste of their time, but it still gives me a little bit of a yucky feeling. Allowing myself to be visible, and that also goes hand in hand with vulnerability, in my loverships and friendships. When I get vulnerable, I'm afraid of looking weak or somebody seeing my weakness and using it against me in some way, but I think that's very subconscious. I'm not always at the forefront of my mind thinking about that, but I think that is a fear of mine. Second question is, when have I hesitated to share with others, and why? I feel this question so hard with my family because sharing my belief systems, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, doesn't generally make sense to my immediate family. My parents, my grandparents, my brother, sister. Sometimes it comes across the way that I want it to be perceived, but ultimately it doesn't really matter their perception of it, because I'm the one that sees the vision of what I'm creating for my life, and I'm doing the work to really intentionally connect with myself and understand what's going to work for me. And it doesn't always look like how they think my life should look like. I've hesitated to share with others because I am concerned about the external opinion of it affecting my view of myself. But it's taken me a lot of time to get to a point where I can actually stay strong and confident and secure in what I'm doing. And I think that's huge because in the past, when I've been younger and more impressionable, it was very hard for me to not take on the energy of other people's views and perspectives, even if they didn't fully align with mine. Third question is, what does authentic connection look like to me? I think when I show up authentically myself in connection, I like to listen and observe more than I speak. I think that feels very authentic for me because I'm not just spouting words, I'm really getting curious about who I'm with and also myself, because I can more easily listen to what I'm feeling and thinking internally while I'm not distracting myself with trying to talk too much and not pay attention to what's around me. Okay, the fourth question is, how might my experiences and perspective help others feel seen or understood? So this is where I want you to step into understanding that you do have a unique magic within you, and somebody is always going to be looking for that specific thing to help them along on their journey, whatever that may be or look like. And I think that my experiences and perspective can help others feel seen or understood because I have this way of nerding out about existential concepts, and I really believe in this notion of listening to yourself and really tuning in, and that perspective can really help people understand that they're allowed to be wherever they're at. They're allowed to be themselves. They're allowed to be listening to what's true for them, even if their family members, peers, lovers don't necessarily align with that. And I think that's where, as human beings, our real strength comes from, is being able to step into that and be strong in that. And those things can also change, and that's okay too. We don't need to stay the same. We don't need to have the same perspective. That's the point. Changing perspective is healthy. The fifth and final journal prompt for day 6 is, what does community mean to me, and what kind of community do I wish to create around me? What does community mean to me, and what kind of community do I wish to create around me? I think community just means that there's people grouping together to support each other in many different ways. It can look very different for every single group of people that come together. I think that most of the time it's a collective of like-minded individuals that care about the similar ideals, have the similar priorities and values in life, and are working towards a similar goal. I think that the community that I want to create around me, I always think of, I really want an environment that's going to encourage me to be empowered and encourage me to learn new things and expand my mind, expand my knowledge, and in a very grounded way. And I would like to be around a community that cares about the environment and cares about tending to the land, growing food, more sustainable practices, saying no to things that are unhealthy addictions, and saying yes to really healthy habits and practices that are encouraged to be done every day, as a group even, and individually. I guess I will see you on the final day, day 7. Remember to breathe, remember to move your body today, drink water, eat a watermelon. Thank you for being here with me.